So, a very big donation there. All in all, it looks like the night's raised a bit over $80,000 for flood relief, which is excellent. Now, there was some musical performance too, and this year it was Oprah's new favourite star, Guy Sebastian, who had to do a Barry Gibb medley in front of the man himself, but he did pretty well. Have a listen.
And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, and you softly leave. And it's me you need to show, baby, how deep is your love.
Guy said it's the most nervous he's ever been for a performance, so that's saying something, but Barry loved it. Olivia Newton-John did the honours honouring Barry Gibb. They have performed together and known each other for an incredible 50 years, which is hard to believe. So there were a lot of memories in the room. And when Barry got up to speak, he moved quite a few people in the room to tears.
I'd like to thank the Australia Week Committee for making me feel like the Aussie I've always felt that I was. This is the most important award personally that I've ever received.
Saying something from a guy who has more Grammys, American Music Awards, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and everything else you can point a stick at. So it was a really touching speech.
Looks like a wonderful evening. Now, before I let you go, Ange, can I just ask you a question? All the tourism...
USA is an annual event, don't giggle at that, on the showbiz calendar. It's aimed at promoting Australia to our American neighbours.
7's US Bureau Chief Mike Amor joined the Aussies on the red carpet for the annual Black Tie Gala dinner. He is very dusty this morning. Mike Amor, it's been a star-studded affair in Hollywood overnight.
Yeah, it sure has, Mel and Koshi, and I think Americans marvel at our capacity to have a good time. Unfortunately, I'm paying for our capacity to have a good time. It's become a real hit among the Hollywood elite, and we saw John Voight there, John Travolta last night, even LL Cool J popped in, of course, a plethora of Australian stars. Let's have a look.
A break point.
It's a time when Australia stands in the spotlight. G'day USA is a week-long celebration of all things fair dinkum. And last night's Black Tie Gala event saw adopted Aussies John Travolta and Kelly Preston take the opportunity to chat about parenthood. Are you getting any sleep?
I am.
Yeah?
Lots of sleep. He sleeps with me in bed, so I just I'll nurse him and then go right back to sleep.
From celebrity parents to baby-faced TV presenters, Rove McManus introduced celebrity talent with his characteristic dry sense of humour.
With someone who has anus in their surname, I'm very careful. It's in more ways than you know, my lord.
Raising the tone somewhat, Aussie idol Guy Sebastian took to the microphone to warm up the crowd. Among those honoured were Bee Gees frontman Barry Gibb, who says this award is one to remember.
It's the most special. It is the most special award that's ever been given to me personally.
Then there was tennis champion Roy Emerson, whose on-court prowess even humbled fellow tennis great Andre Agassi.
You know, your accomplishments on paper are staggering. They're exhausting, to be quite honest.
Actress Abbie Cornish was honoured for her excellence in film and showed her true blue colours in accepting the award.
And what a perfect opportunity to say that I'm proud to be an Australian.
Aussie Pride was also on parade at the Myer Fashion Show. This year's event isn't without some controversy after Myer reportedly dumped former Miss Universe Jennifer Hawkins from tonight's fashion parade. Her replacement, Jessica Hart, flashed that famous gap-toothed smile.
It's just my gap. I'm lucky, I guess, they've taken it as a good thing.
But it wasn't all sensation and no substance. This year, the stars dug deep and donated money to Queensland flood relief.
I'd like to take the opportunity to recognise the Australians whose lives have been taken or drastically affected by the devastating Queensland floods.
It's giving America a taste of the Aussie spirit for charity and our unique pride of place.
would have been a great night. It's worth feeling, oh, sorry, I should be whispering, worth feeling a little dusty for, Mike, that's okay. But between Oprah and G'day USA, are we going to see more American tourists? That's kind of what we want.
The chance to salute 3 Aussies who have excelled. Last night here in Hollywood, just across the street in actual fact, the red carpet was rolled out and we all got to say, G'day, USA. Lights, cameras, action. Olivia's in the room, everybody. It's all good to go. It was on for young and old at the Hollywood Palladium last night as the big names hit the red carpet.
It's nice to kind of honour how well Australians are doing in the industry here.
You're still basking in the glory of everything?
It's pretty exciting.
Nice to be here tonight too.
It's lovely hearing people talking like we talk.
Congratulations on this honour that's been bestowed on you tonight.
It's amazing, you know. It's really my childhood and my youth, and I wish all my brothers were here tonight. And that's the truth of it, because I think it belongs to all of us.
Are you an honorary Aussie for the evening?
I am. I have a great affection for Australia.
Seems like every year we get more people and bigger stars, and I remember when it was just a little cocktail party.
The Travoltas are on the town, huh?
Hey, we have a night out. Ben gave us an hour and a half off.
And whilst it's an occasion to celebrate the land down under, it was also timely to acknowledge the trials and tribulations of late.
But while we sit and celebrate tonight, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognise the Australians whose lives have been taken or drastically affected by the devastating Queensland floods.
And after a little patriotism, a fashion hit. And a bite to eat, thanks to Curtis Stone.
I'm a little bit nervous, not because I'm standing out here, just because I've got to cook for 940 people.
Andre Agassi paying tribute to fellow tennis great Roy Emerson.
And I will hold this gift very dear and put it in a very nice place in my house. And once again, Andrea, thank you for coming.
Then Hollywood director Zack Snyder paid tribute to Aussie actress Abby Cornish.
And what a perfect opportunity to say that I'm proud to be an Australian. And that I'm incredibly grateful for the ongoing support from back home.
And also on hand, Guy Sebastian to breathe new life into some Bee Gee classics. And who better to introduce the man himself than the girl next door?
And who hasn't danced to a Bee Gees song? Huh? Who hasn't cried to a Bee Gees song? And who hasn't loved to a Bee Gees song?
I'm just really, really proud to be an Australian, to be an Aussie. It's what wonderful, open people, and what a fantastic environment to live in. And I thank you all. I really thank you all. This is the greatest honour I've ever had in my life. Thank you, and good night. I love you.
Then it was time to see out the day in the traditional way. And say, G'day, USA. And then it was party time. What do you reckon? Hey, a big shout out also to Sam Worthington, who was the highest bidder in that auction there to raise money for flood relief. He bid $50,000 for a Whitsundays holiday, which is pretty cool. He said he'd give it to one of his mates. But he's doing pretty well, our Sammy boy. Don't worry about that. But a big night. It was the G'day USA Gala Ball, and everyone survived and everyone had a great time.
Nice to be mates with Sam Worthington.
Yes.
Very generous. Good night, Dickie. Great reporting. Thank you, mate.
It's very good, mate.
All right, see you soon. In a moment, Victoria Cross.
The grace, your struggle, all of it is what has brought you here.
Then she let down her hair and partied along with them to Guy Sebastian, showing everyone what you see of Oprah Winfrey is what you get.